Tinubu has been caged, not aware of what is happening outside presidential villa Shøtdøwñ. Tinubu has been caged, not aware of what is happening outside presidential villa. Shøtdøwñ speaks. To my dear listeners, here we have Shøtdøwñ saying Tinubu has been caged and he is not aware of what is going outside the presidential villa. Let's see how true is this. Welcome to today's news. The chief whip of the 10th Senate, Mohammed Ali Shøtdøwñ, has asserted that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not aware of events happening outside the presidential villa in Abuja. According to him, the Nigerian leader has been trapped and confined by a specific group. Niger News reports that the lawmaker representing Borno South Senatorial District made this remark during a press conference on Wednesday at the National Assembly Complex in Abuja. Shøtdøwñ expressed his frustration that President Tinubu's administration has not taken significant steps to address the ongoing security issues plaguing the nation. He stated that the public's dissatisfaction stems from the government's inability to effectively address the issues of poverty, insecurity, and hunger, among others, which have severely impacted the nation. Shøtdøwñ said, Mr. President is not in the picture of what is happening outside the villa. He has been fenced off and caged, so many of us won't go through the back door to engage him. Now they have stopped him from talking, and he doesn't have public affairs managers except his spokesman, Ajuri, who writes press statement. Nigerians are getting very angry. The government is not doing anything about the food scarcity, and it needs to do something urgently. We don't have a food reserve. There is unavailability of food. The food crisis is the worst crisis that any nation can encounter. If we add that to the security crisis, it will be severe. The president should wake up. It seems he isn't in the picture of what is happening because he has been caged off. He has been fenced off by plutocrats. He should open his doors and meet those who will tell him the truth. Unfortunately, the people who will tell him the truth won't struggle to meet him. I am very worried not only for the president himself, but myself. Regarding the crisis involving farmers and others, Shøtdøwñ mentioned that those involved have not shown genuine commitment to tackling the problem, pointing out that efforts have consistently been influenced by ethnic feelings. During a conversation with BBC Hausa on Wednesday, Undume highlighted the federal government's struggle to deal with these problems as a significant obstacle, further stating that certain ministers find it difficult to have discussions with President Tinubu about the issue. He had said, the major problem with this government is that its doors are closed to the extent that even some ministers cannot see the president. Not to mention members of the National Assembly who do not have the opportunity to meet with him and discuss the issues affecting their constituencies. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news, and now before I go, in contribution to the news that I've read so far, Undume has been one of the politicians that has been fighting, talking on behalf of the citizens, and he definitely knows what is going on in the country. Not as if other politicians are not aware of what is going on, but they choose to be blind by whatever that is going on. And again, what I actually see about the news is that apparently the president has not been addressing the nation concerning what is going on. What we see is just change. And is this the change this government promises us? Is this the change they promises us? Because ever since Tinubu has been emerged as the president of the country, the only change we've seen is from bad to worse. And Odume has been coming out frequently, come out to talk about people's feelings to these people. But now he clarifies it to us that even these senators and other politicians are unable to speak to the president. So just ordinary person cannot speak to the president. Even the